Black History Month you find
ridiculous.
why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
That was amazing. What do you call that style?
That's Boxcuttaz style, baby. Blade it up.
Again, it's your boy DJ Jump Off, Rockford 815. That's how we do it, man. Shout out to FilmOrDie. I've been DJing since I was about 14, but I really got into it when I was about, I say 5 or 6, listening to just nothing but house mixtapes, you know, whether it was freestyle house, booty house, you know, which is the beginning of juke, before it was juke. Just a lot of house music, man, a lot of house music. That's how I got into it. I like to say I always looked up to Michael Jackson, man. I mean, that's, you know, the king of pop is really, you know how it is, man. I just always, you know, saying that was one of my favorite artists, man. You know, I got videos of me, you know, doing the moonwalk and all type of things like that. You know, I'm sure everybody does, but I really basically just grew up with a lot of Michael Jackson. You know, my sisters liked him, my mom liked him. You know, we had records, tapes, CDs when they came out. Still got records to this day, you know. So, rest in peace, MJ. Hip hop wise, I mean. Like I said, when I first got into it, you know, I was just listening to a lot of house music, a lot of, you know, Chicago DJs, basically. I didn't really get into the hip-hop until like a few years after that, which I was about, you know, maybe 10 or 11. Just everything I listened to was all regional music, you know, Twista, you got Do or Die, Psychodrama, you know what I'm saying, Crucial Conflict, you know, that's who, you know, just regional music, you know. I didn't really start getting into like East Coast, West Coast, down south until, you know, later on after that, until I really understood what hip hop was and who these people are and what are they doing for the Midwest and all that. Then, you know, I started getting into people like Outkast, UGK was real big for me, you know, just a lot of, you know, GangStarr, you know, things like that, Nas, Jay-Z, you know, I always had love for, you know, NWA, you know what I'm saying, you know, my sister used to bang all that type of stuff, you know. Also, you know, Bone Thugs, man. I used to, you know, Midwest, you know, shout out to the Midwest. So Bone Thugs is, you know, also something that got me into hip hop. The big inspiration to me is Just One, just because he was like one of the first DJs that I knew doing something that I want to do. You know, he had his own shop, the mixtape shop, official mixtape shop, you know, it's called the Groove Shop. He had a couple. The first location I remember was right there on Charles Street. You guys, you know, if you guys know where, you guys know what I'm talking about. He just had, you know, just variety of music. I used to go there, you know, so I used to bug my mom every Friday because I know that was her paycheck. So we used to go down there every Friday after her work, you know, I used to get a tape or two, you know, it was always, you know, a lot of house music, like I said, but then I started searching around, and like I said, I'll see Twista tapes and Do or Die and things like that, and then I just start grabbing random tapes, and that's really how I start hearing, you know, like UGK and things like that, you know, because, you know, Just One, he just, you know, sold all these tapes, you know, and if it wasn't for that, I really don't know how far it'd be until, you know, I finally got into music like that the way I did.
Hip-hop music did not make Rockford #9 on the worst places to live list. A certain group of people in Rockford want to put pressure on business owners to up the prices on venues. This certain group wants it to where if a show isn't going through them, it won't happen. Taking away our music is like giving room for more violence. Our music is what keeps some of us out of trouble, keeps us to inspire for greatness, helps us cope with the times we live in. You take away our music, you take away our heritage. Keep music in Rockford.
I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism and
Stop talking about it.
That was amazing. What do you call that style?
That's Boxcuttaz style, baby. Blade it up.